Hey everyone. So this is my first ever course. I decided to start with macOS because this is one I know best. I've been a macOS user for 9 to 10 years, and the reason why this course actually exists is because I've discovered this incredibly powerful tool called Carbonair, which very few people actually know about. And the people who do know about it don't actually use it to its full potential. I'll briefly go over, because this is an introduction video, but the basic gist of the course is if you buy the course, you'll get access to all of these sections where I kind of go over each of the apps that I use in a lot of detail, how I use them, and how you can basically get the best out of the apps. They all built on this tool called Carbonair, which I'll briefly go over it in this video. Another thing to know about this course is the videos are going to be, quite unstructured, but they will go in a lot of depth. You'll also get access to a Discord server where you can ask questions, and if you struggle with anything, you can just one-on-one chat me. We can video call. I can kind of guide you through any troubles that you have, and we can basically solve any problem that you get. What is Carbonair and why is it so useful? So I'll give you a brief history of how I discovered Carbonair. I discovered Carbonair I think 6-7 years ago, and it's with this article, and quite a few people maybe have seen it. What this article kind of goes over is how you can use Carbonair to do a dual purpose key, or what's called a hyper key. And an example they give in this article is you make caps lock into your hyper key. So if you press caps lock once, it will do escape. And if you press and hold caps lock with some other key, it will do a custom binding. Usually, in this article, I think they map it to a really crazy modifier key. So if you press caps lock with an F key, it's the same as if you do Command Shift Option Control FN plus F, right? It's really annoying to type it, but caps lock F is pretty nice. What I did is actually my entire keyboard is modifier keys. So I use this tool called Goku, which is it's on GitHub, and what it lets you do is it turns a syntax like this into a Carbonair config that that looks like this actually. So if we go into this card, it's 30. My Carbonair config is 30,000 lines long, and is generated by this 892 line config. And I have hyper keys for everything. So for example, as I mentioned, all my keys are hyper keys. So if I press W and I press then, for example, so if I do W key and then I do K, or yes, basically if I do W plus K, it will open Safari. And what this does is it calls into KeyboardMaster, which is another application here, which I will explain in the course. But basically what it does is it does a very simple macro that just activates Safari. So if I press WK right now, you see that Safari opens. And it has this condition where if Safari is already open, it will switch to the last application. So this is, I can kind of switch back and forth like this, for example. WL will open VS Code for me. WJ will open the Warp terminal, and so on and so on. And I have, for example, to briefly go over, my Q key is my Command Shift key, my W key is opening apps, my E key is my Command key, my R key is just more apps. These are my secondary apps. My T key I don't actually use. My I key is symbol. So for example, if I do I plus J, it will do equal sign. And so on and so forth. And then O key is my Alfred, which I'll also teach in the course. There will also be a module on Raycast as well. I'm kind of in between Alfred and Raycast. I have quite a lot of really useful extensions in Alfred that I use. Yes, and basically you'll get access to everything that is going to be taught in the course, all the files. Each section here will have a video like this. With some text, with any code that is related to the section, and yes, and the whole idea of the course is to literally offload everything that I have in my brain that I know about macOS that actually works, and teach you. One other thing that is quite new to me, and we all know kind of ChatGPT, is I'm constantly amazed by it, but it's so incredible that I have this wiki which I've been curating for over 5 years. It's actually crazy. It's 150,000 lines long. or just Markdown. It's like it's tons of content. But I wanted to create like a changelog generator, and I'm like, I'm an okay programmer, but like doing this kind of stuff is like very annoying. Like to create this like changelog generator. This whole entire changelog generator is written by ChatGPT, and I kind of learned how to kind of wheel ChatGPT in a way to like write and output code that I think. I mean, yes, it's quite cool. So I think that's also included in the course, basically. So I hope I hope this little video kind of interests you into buying the course. If not, you can also read the wiki. And actually, if you buy the wiki beforehand, you get a discount on the course. So you can just, I believe. The course is here, right? So if you enter your email here that you used to buy the course, you will get a discount, which is there's already a discount already on the course because the price is gonna go up because I'm doing like a lot of material. The first version is going to include quite a bit of modules, but it will be more and more and more. So the price will go up. So yes, the first modules are the most important, the Carboner and KeyboardMaster, and then it's going to grow. So yes, again, if you buy the wiki, you'll get a discount on the course as well. And the wiki is actually, it's fair to say that I think it's like the value of it is quite tremendous if you actually really put in the time to read it. So yeah, I hope to see you in the course, and hope to see you there.